Now, a massive daycare fraud scheme exposed by citizen journalists reveals millions in taxpayer dollars stolen through fake childcare operations. Tonight, we have the evidence they don't want you to see.
Today we're outside of Quality Learning Center. They spelt the name wrong, so they actually came and corrected it. The interesting about this daycare here in Minnesota is it received $1.9 million in the fiscal year of 2025, and it has a capacity for upwards of 90 children. And what makes this daycare even more interesting is that while the Commissioner of Children of Minnesota was saying that the daycare was closed on a live stream,
Quality Learning Center closed just over a week ago.
a Somalian man was outside talking about how they are open, letting children in, and right now they are funneling children into the daycare as well. And right now, they're not really leering much because they have accepted over $1.9 million, and now the Commissioner of Children literally said this place was closed, and now you have people funneling in children. The parking lot's full right now. This is all a big setup. They received $1.9 million. It was a complete fraud.
Nearly $2 million for a daycare that was supposed to be closed. But it gets worse. This fraud is happening across multiple states.
My decoy went up, and she could hear people rustling around on the other side of the ring camera as if they were listening to her but not responding.
Kristen Magnuson and I also went to this house right after you guys to see if we get the same response, and we sort of did. We saw the same thing, you know, the windows with vinyl covering, can't see inside. We ring the doorbell, but actually somebody responds to us.
Hey, is this the Gosh Family Childcare?
No.
It's not the Gosh Family Childcare.
No.
Okay, what's the name of the childcare here?
I don't know how to
I ask, has this place ever been a childcare? The woman says no. But obviously Washington state records tell a completely different story.
Yeah, this specific address is locked into Washington state records as a daycare.
Yeah.
It's locked into like the Google paid for the business.
Yep.
Is this address. Right?
And it's up to date with licensing.
The numbers here.
Okay, so we just visited the Gosh Family Childcare. This address was confirmed online. They get $23,260 in October.
They have made $210,000 just this year.
And how many kids again is this place registered for?
Oh, that's the fun part. 3
kids.
So this place are licensed for 9 children.
Okay, this place is licensed for 9,
but they have 6 slots available.
Right.
Which means they only have 3 kids, and they've raked in $210,000 in tax money.
And neighbors say when we ask them, have you ever seen kids come out of this place?
Not a single one.
Not a single one.
So this woman comes up. The people who live there actually texted her as a neighbor and asked her to confront us because they thought we were ICE. So the next question is, are they illegal immigrants? Why are they so concerned about ICE?
Jeez, that's another rabbit trail.
A total another rabbit hole. But what she said is, I have seen no evidence that there is a daycare there. She actually said, my husband and I were wondering how those people afford that house because she said the rent was $3,500 a month.
I haven't seen kids over there.
Okay, interesting.
I've seen one child over there, like when they have like family things.
Right, yeah.
But no, I have not seen any evidence of daycare activity there.
On 9/11/2025, they came in and they inspected. They found multiple long-term, short-term, serious, and immediate risks to children. That's in September. In September, they were awarded $22,000.
So I reached out to the Washington State Department of Children, Youth, and Families, right? Again, this is the agency that essentially licenses, does oversight, does the inspections. I have yet to hear back. That's now in the state of Washington.
Yeah.
What is the state of Washington's accountability practices now? If there are violations, how much time do they have to correct course? Does funding get stopped? These are questions that still need to be answered. What I want to emphasize, though, especially in our reporting, is that we're not alleging that every single one of these Somali-run daycares are engaged in fraudulent activity.
Yeah, totally. I mean, we went to some today that seemed totally legitimate.
Right, and the vast majority may be legit, but the ones that we've investigated and the list that we still have that needs to be investigated, there are concerning signs. We can't do this alone. There are dozens of places we need to hit up. We've just scratched the surface here in Washington State. A lot of these potential problematic Somali daycares are in South King County. So, frankly, Cam, we can't do this alone. This is a call out now to the community, other citizen journalists, other volunteer sleuths who want to start following up. I mean, really, all you need is courage, some curiosity, and an iPhone to document what's happening at these places.
Yeah, and you know, don't show up and be mean and harass people, but there's nothing wrong with knocking on a door and asking a question.
$210,000 for 3 kids that neighbors say don't even exist. And now, one citizen is holding officials accountable.
I filed a formal criminal complaint against Tim Walz for violating Minnesota Statute 3.971, Subdivision 9. So there's an investigation ongoing, and I think Tim's going to have a bad day, and he deserves it because he allowed this fraud, because he wanted the voting block that the Somalis represent, because they all vote in a block, and it's 100,000, 150,000, who knows how many. But it's so bad now that when we go to a facility, they're already screaming, Nick Shirley, Nick Shirley, Nick Shirley.
A formal criminal complaint filed against Governor Tim Walz. The question now, will there be accountability, or will this massive fraud be swept under the rug? We'll continue to follow this story. Share this report before it gets...
Segment was generated by artificial intelligence, but the journalism behind it is real and verified, built with integrity, delivered with purpose. This is Next News AI.
Next News AI, built with integrity, delivered. The system controls information. Information control is power. They don't want you to see this. The truth only survives together. They don't want this. Share this now.